Hey everybody! So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. This is going to be a timeless reading for our Geminis, okay? So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, North Node, it does not matter, love. If you in any way identify as a Gemini or a Geminian, then this reading is for you, okay? Now, I did start doing you guys' reading. This is take 2, okay? So in the first part, I was explaining to you, first of all, what a timeless reading is. If you ever hear me say this is a timeless read, what I mean by that is, for those of you who do not know, energy is fluid. That's how I'm able to do these readings for you without you being directly in front of me. And time is an illusion. So it's like, while we think that it's like 50,000 years down here, an angel may only experience one day. So time is an illusion anyhow, okay? If you've ever read any Bible verses or any of the ayats out the Quran, then you know what I'm talking about when I say that time is an illusion, okay? So the cards that came out for you guys are already here. There's 3 of them, and now that's just the beginning. We haven't even really gotten to it. But I did start delivering the message, so I'm going to give it to you again with what we already have, and we'll go from there, okay? So welcome back to anybody who's returning, and welcome to anybody who is new. Now, if either of you have yet to subscribe, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the Blue Aura Healing family, okay? So the first card that came out for you was grief. The second card is denial. And the third card is relationships, okay? So the way that Spirit is giving it to me is that a lot of you have experienced tremendous amounts of grief in your life, okay? Unfortunately. And because of this, losing people and things that are dear to you that you value, okay? You have been having trouble and difficulty with building stable and secure relationships. Now, you've come across a lot of people that you may care about, whether this be friends or even in a romantic sense, that you care about and that you would love to be with, build with, things like that. But because of this grief that you've experienced and this trauma that you've experienced, you've never really been able to have healthy relationships. So this is not going to apply to everybody, okay? And I feel like a lot of you never really understood why you weren't able to have healthy relationships, because you really wanted it. Like, you wanted somebody to love, and you wanted that person to build. Well, you wanted that, but you just couldn't understand why it wouldn't happen for you. And it was a sense of denial there, okay? Not because you chose to deny it, but because you weren't even aware of what was the root of the problem anyway, right? So how am I going to deny something I'm not even aware of? Awareness is key, right? So that's what we're working on here. Being aware of it, understanding it, and working through that denial of saying, no, that's not the case, that's not the case. It may actually be the case that either we've been pushing people away because we don't know how to have healthy relationships. We've never had them. Maybe we've experienced losing really significant people to us earlier in life. So as we got older, we didn't know how those relationships were supposed to look, because we didn't have them. You get what I'm saying? We didn't have that example or that blueprint to follow. So another way that I'm interpreting it is, let's say that you have a spouse, because for some of you, you're already in relationships with spouses and everything else, right? So let's say you have a marriage with a spouse and you guys have been trying to conceive children. Maybe you have children already, right? And you're trying to have more, but you keep experiencing miscarriages, unfortunately, right? You're experiencing your fair share of grief there, right? And maybe your partner wants to go ahead and move on and try again, but you're not ready yet. And there's that sense of denial in that aspect as well. So couple different things coming through for a couple different people, okay? So first thing here, like I said, grief, denial, and relationships. So grief says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, okay? So whether that be a job, a relationship, an opportunity, whatever. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness, okay? So now that we know what's going on and we say, hey, I'm actually afraid to have another child or try again, because what if that happens again? If you've ever miscarried, you know what that feels like. It's very drastic, Okay, it definitely pulls on your heartstrings, and a lot of people don't understand that. They just look at it like, oh, it's a heavy period. Have you ever heard an insensitive comment like that? Some people actually say things like that now. Oh, it's just a heavy period. No, it's not. That was something that was supposed to be a child. That was a person in the making, you know. Once you find out that you're conceiving and you're planning it and you're expecting and everything else, you know, your feelings get attached to it. So it's not just a heavy period. Like, those are very insensitive comments and remarks, and I feel like some of you may even have tried to just look at it like that, so you could just brush it off, denying the fact that it hurts. Some of you could have found out that you were expecting and didn't know it, and lost it, and that's how you found out. And you're living in this sense of fear and denying the fact that you were even bothered by that. Okay, so there's a lot of things coming through right now. Then we have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, underline the energy. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So this is for Geminis who recognize that everything in life is not going to be great. It's like that song by Janae Aiko, Summer 2020, you know, I'll take some rain with my sunshine, right? It's going to be sunny days, and not every day is going to be great, but I'll take some rain with it, you know. So being grateful for that rain that came along with the sunshine. Okay, it wasn't great, obviously, you know, but I'm grateful for that experience. I'm grateful for what I know now. So let us see what we have here. Messages for our Geminis, please, Spirit. Messages for our Geminis. Messages for our Geminis, please, Spirits. What messages do we have for our Geminis? Messages for our Geminis, please, Spirit. Okay. We have here the Judgment card. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you are going through a revelation is what I just heard. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of healing and stuff going on here. But some of you are going through a revelation. Some of you are realizing exactly what it is that you want to be doing and how you want to do it moving forward. Some of you are realizing what's been holding you back. You're having a wake-up call, okay, with this Judgment card here. Let us see what we got. The Ace of Cups. All right, the Ace of Cups here and the Two of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups. Wow, yeah. So some of you, like I said, have been trying to build relationships for a really long time, and you've been having a challenge and a struggle with this. Okay, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse. All right. You guys have been having a challenge with this, but you're finally recognizing why you've been struggling with this in this way. Okay, so this is a very deep and profound message. Some of you may have struggled with the relationships that start at your root with your family, your parents, okay? And then whether, you know, you experience grief in that sense of never having the greatest relationship with them for whatever reason. Maybe some of you lost your parents physically. All right, maybe some of you figuratively lost that connection with your parents, okay? But we have the Knight of Swords here in reverse. So some of you have been living in denial of that truth, because the Knight of Swords is a card of authenticity, a card of truth, all right? So we have the King of Cups here. This is tapping into your emotions, all right? Being receptive to your emotions, and thereafter making some type of action, taking some type of step because of it, okay? Choosing to invest into something, all right? Some of you are going to start therapy, I just heard, all right? Some of you realize now, you know, in what way you can reconcile in some of your relationships and make things better for yourself, okay? Because of this denial. But like I said, you weren't aware of something. So how can you deny something you're not aware of? You can't mend something you don't know you're messing up. So some of you really were thinking, well, why are my relationships not working? I really care about these people. I really care about this person. Why is it not working? I've been investing into this. But it's been something that you haven't been able to see. Okay? It kind of just became a part of who you are and how you did things. Queen of Staffs in reverse, okay? But I feel like some of you realize now that there may have been a lot of burden placed on you earlier in life. And because of that, it kind of turns you into not bitter, not miserable, but not your best self. Okay, so I will say that. Not your best self at all. So let us see. All right, Judgment card for our Geminis, please, Spirit. Judgment card. We have the Fool card in reverse. Okay, so some of you realize, all right, why you've made so many risks, uncalculated risks. All right, why you've done so many things in the way that you've done them. All right, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you have had a really hard time with being independent or with knowing how to do certain things too, because of a certain connection with your mother or a certain relationship with your mother or the lack thereof. Okay, let us see. Nine of Pentacles in reverse for our Geminis. We got the Devil card. Some of you could have experienced a lot of low vibrational energies attached to your mother. Okay, in whatever way that is. Some of you could have experienced losing your mom physically as well, and then started doing a lot of low vibrational things. Like maybe some of you got led astray in some way. Okay, but let us see. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups. Yeah, so this is something that you've been thinking a lot about with this Nine of Swords. Like, how can I fix my relationships and mend my relationships and reconcile with a lot of people who do mean something to me? Alright, so Page of Cups. Let us see. Page of Cups. What is the best way for Gemini to go about doing this? We have the Eight of Staves. Communicate. Some of you need to reach out and communicate with some family. Some of you need to speak with your loved one about what it is that you really want to do. This loved one of yours may be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But there's a lot of healing that needs to take place within this relationship. Alright, let us see. Alright, communicate about what? Eight of Wands. Communicate about the truth. Alright, the moon. Tell them the truth. Everything that's in your heart, what you really feel. Okay, so check your moon sign out as well. Check out that reading. Alright, whatever your moon sign is, check out the reading I did for them also. Okay, so Knight of Swords in reverse for our Geminis. Let us see. Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Strength card. Okay, so yeah, now we have to heal. Now that we're healing, we know the truth. Alright, I feel a lot of you, like I said, are going to invest into therapy. Some of you are going to be talking to a male. This male is going to be very easy to talk to. They're going to understand you. They're not going to be judgmental at all. They're definitely in the right profession, okay, for this, to be able to talk to you through this, okay? Yep, Seven of Staves. They're going to give you the strength to, you know, build yourself back up again. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I love that. They're going to give you the empowerment, encouragement to believe in yourself again, to put the burdens down. And this feels really, really, really good, y'all. Okay? I want to pick you guys one more card, one more guidance card, if the camera and time allows. Let us see what messages comes out for our Geminis. Okay, what we got here? We got the Storm field and it's in reverse, okay? Underline energy, slow and steady. So I feel like I said, all of the storms that you guys have experienced, it was like one after the other, after the other, after the other. Now you're grateful for that. You're like, I'll take the rain with my sunshine, because the storm, the hard part is over. I've been through that already. So now we're just going to slowly and steadily make our way to our desired outcome. Okay, so this was a really beautiful reading. As soon as I said I'll take some rain with my sunshine, look, we have an protected treasure here. You see the rainbow and the rain, but how God is covering you. God has protected you throughout everything that you've been through, Gemini. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't let what you've been through weigh you down or keep you down any longer. Go ahead and drop that burden with that Ten of Wands. Okay, so this is going to conclude you guys' message. If you enjoyed it or it resonated with you, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.